What's going on, guys? Welcome to the HodgePodge podcast. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're drinking your water. Hope you're drinking your coffee. Hope you're drinking your Gatorades, beers, liquor, whatever you want to drink. Tonight, accompanied by two of lifelong gaming friends I've had, Cove and Great Scott. What's up, guys?
Yo,
Oh, hey.
gaming, dude.
Right. I mean, aren't we all?
Episode
Man,
number one.
I just ran in here so fast, dude. I'm out of fucking breath.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Jesus Christ.
That is
dude.
not good.
I am so skinny.
I almost didn't catch that sarcasm.
So,
Flying over.
So name of the podcast is the HodgePodge podcast. So far, really wasn't sure what direction to go with this. We were kind of confused on what we were going to name it.
Yeah, should we get into that? Should we get into the name?
Get into it, dude. Honestly,
absolutely.
Got to.
Let's get in there. Let's dive in. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in there.
Yeah, we can get into it. So this podcast, which didn't have a name up until 10 minutes ago, was originally supposed to be Stone, Cove, aka myself, and Mobility. And Mobility bailed on us at the absolute last minute to play Pummel Party. So we had to throw together a HodgePodge podcast because we didn't want to not record our first episode on the day we said we were going to record our first episode.
Right. I mean, is that not just saying, like, us not committing? If we were like, yeah, dude, let's do a podcast. And then we're just like, nah, fuck that.
Day one.
And for Pummel Party of anything. Like
That's like somebody being like, yeah, dude, you guys want to kick it tonight? Sure, I'm down. All right, man, you coming over? Yeah, peace!
Actually, never mind. Cancel that.
I'm sorry.
We're going to play Pummel Party.
Actually, my cousin from the Netherlands is coming over. We're going to play some ill-ass games of Candyland.
Bro, Candyland was the shit, dude. That's not.
My mom's making root beer
floats
make
later.
jokes
about Candyland, dude.
Don't trip on the Candyland.
That was my go-to when I was at my grandma's back in the day.
I was a life guy. I was not.
I don't even think I've actually done one whole complete game of life.
I'm still working on it. Still working on it.
I don't think I'd be very good at it.
I'm not good at life.
Yeah, man. I just feel like it just wouldn't. It all end up the same. I don't want to relive this twice.
He got halfway through the game and then just kept gaming his whole life.
Oh my god, this cutscene is so long, dude.
So yeah, one thing I do want to touch on is like, we came together as a collective 2 months ago, and there was 4 or 5 of us that got together and said that, we all game, we're all grown men, women. We want to make something of what we do every day, and we're very passionate about. It's not work to us. It's not something that we have to do. Gaming has always been a big part of our lives. So it's like, in late November, early November, middle November, somewhere around in November, we were like, fuck it, let's take this Discord to the next level and actually start trying to build a community for, some of our closest friends. And, with the growth that we've seen the past 2 months, it's not like insane, but we've quadrupled our member count in 2 months, which I wouldn't say is us going viral, but I mean, for what little we've done as far as promotion, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty legit Discord. Like I've seen, I don't want to like call any famous streamers out, but like their Discords. I've been in their Discords and it's like, the fuck's happening? There's nothing happening, like ever. There's always something happening in the Oasis. Plus, y'all started playing Destiny again. That was like, fuck yeah, dude. We got Destiny players to play with. It's fucking badass Discord to fucking hop into every day. Talk to people, hang out. That's great. Everyone's welcome.
I think that's like what we were really shooting for is like, how long have we known each other, Stone? It's been 14 years, I want to say.
I mean, 2007, 8, maybe
Yeah,
even earlier than that.
yeah, it was about then. Yeah, that we first met, and so we've had a kind of tight knit group of friends that we've met along the way that have just consistently gamed together over the past, 12 plus years. And we were just like, hey, we should get like all of our friends involved in this because, like it was like, oh, hey, I'm playing with these friends and you're playing with these friends. And it was always separate. And we're like, why don't we just all do stuff together because we all get along and we're all friends with each other. So might as well. And that's kind of where the idea came from.
Yeah, and that's another beautiful thing that I love about games, man, is that like I have met so many people, just friends of friends of friends, and then end up like being friends with those guys for like 8+ years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gaming is it's a lot bigger than just sitting down and wasting your time. It's it's bigger than that to me, anyways. Like it's never been that. It's never been uh oh yeah, well I just want to game all the time, because like I've had some of the best experiences, like funny, authentic, real experiences playing games that I wouldn't I'd probably say up there with real life experiences. I mean, that's just because when you're on the sticks, man, or
Totally
you're on the
agree with
mouse and
that.
keyboard, you're on the mouse and keyboard, man. You're you. You're unfiltered, unadulterated you. And it's like some of your friends that you've known for years don't even get to see that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because like you're in the comfort of your own space and you can do whatever the you want.
You can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. And it's
It's
like,
great. And you know that people that you're with and talking to you, they're not gonna be butthurt by anything you're gonna say or whatever slips out. Like literally whatever you want.
Yeah, and I think that a cool thing is like how often you make long-term friendships out of the people you meet gaming. Like I have tons of friends that I've known for over a decade now that I still keep in touch with and aren't just friends in games anymore. They're like real life friends that I keep in touch with and that I visit. And I mean, that's basically how you and I started is I met you through a friend that you had in real life that I played video games with.
right.
Oh shit, that's how you guys met?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. What the
Yeah.
hell?
So
And it,
background.
yeah.
I played Halo with my brother and my friend, uh, Pat in real life. All three of us were playing Halo one night, and our fourth teammate ended up being one of Tanner's friends, Ben, who was Keaton's roommate in college. So we played Halo with Ben and like added him as a friend and everything and started playing with his friends, which was his roommate Keaton, who then introduced us to Stone. So here we are,
AKA Tanner.
14, yeah, 14, 12, whatever, however many years later, like you just meet people in the weirdest ways. And like, what was it? And I want to say, what year was it that you guys came up to my house and we went to that that fucking land that was an absolute disaster?
So, let me fact check you on that. That was, I'm gonna check here. Um, let's see.
Had to be like
So
2009.
so that was 2009. Yeah. So that was actually, I don't know if it was because it was Modern Warfare 2, and that released in November of '09. I can't remember if it was like end of the year or if it was like
Yeah,
beginning of that next year, because it was
it was
cold as
December.
fuck,
It
dude.
was
It was
it was
cold as fuck.
it was December. It was New Year's Eve. You guys were here because we were going to a LAN for New Year's Eve. Because there was a local LAN center out here that was hosting a Call of Duty tournament on New Year's Eve. That was like a lock-in event where you like basically once you showed up New Year's Eve to play in the tournament, like you had to stay like all night, even if you got eliminated. You
So it's like a
still had to
lock in with
stay.
a land tournament.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And yeah, so I mean, it sounded cool, but in reality, it was fucking awful. So I find out about this tournament. I'm like, oh, sick. Like, let me like call this place up. I call and I'm like, hey, like, what's the deal with this tournament? Like, what's like, is it 4v4? Like, like what's the format like of this tournament? And the dude I talked to was like, yeah, dude, it's 4v4. Like, we're gonna do like all the MLG variant rules, da 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 da. And like at the time, Stone, myself, Keaton, and my brother were all like kind of teaming together in Call of Duty. So we were like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity for us to like go to a LAN together and see what we have. And so we're like, hell yeah, let's do it. So they plan on coming up here. Tanner, Keaton, and oh my god, who else came with you guys? Shaw.
Tyler Shaw.
Yeah, Tyler came up, and so the three of them came up and stayed at my parents' house with me and my brother. And we literally land for like a week straight in my parents' basement, just like
Oh my
smashing energy
god.
drinks and just gaming.
And mind you, side note, I hate to interrupt, but this is 11 years ago, my guy. We were not out here with our monitors, our fucking 1080p fucking blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I had an LED TV. That's it, bro. That was the hype shit. I had a Vizio 22-inch Vizio fucking TV, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a long time ago, right? This was like uh smartphones were like just becoming a thing. And that's crazy to think about. But so they come up and we're landing in my parents' basement for, like a week straight, just absolutely grinding, cracked out on energy drinks, just like staying up until like 8 o'clock in the morning every night, just getting wild with it. And so New Year's Eve comes and we're like, hell yeah, like let's go. So we drive to the LAN center, we get there, like we like walk in, like we sign in and everything.
This was supposed to be an Xbox tournament.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah, this was supposed to be an Xbox tournament. I confirmed it was a 4v4 MLG variant Xbox tournament, right? So this was like 360 at the time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we show up and like we get in and everything like that. And like they have an announcement and they're like, oh, by the way, we changed the Call of Duty tournament from a 4v4 to a 2v2 and it's now gonna be played on PlayStation. We were like, what? Yeah, so we were all like, "What the hell? Like, fuck, what is the matter with you people? Like, why are
Shit.
you changing that like super last minute? Like, we verified that this wasn't a thing that was like we made sure that this was going to be a 4v4. Like, what the hell? Like, we paid to be in this and now all of a sudden you changed it." So we were like, "Fuck it, we're already here. We might as well do it." Like, none of us have played PlayStation like ever, really. Like, I had like maybe, like 3 hours of playing on PlayStation, and I'm talking like Twisted Metal on like the original
I'm
PlayStation.
talking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
I used the main PlayStation back in the day,
Same.
dude.
I came from Sony.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I had touched, a PlayStation controller all of 3 times in my life at my cousin's house playing Twisted Metal when I was like 10. And so like fuck it, I guess like we're here, we might as well give it a shot. So they split everybody like up. So we end up splitting up our team into two v2 teams. It's me and Keaton and then Tanner and my brother. And we start getting into these tournaments, like we start playing, and like the first couple of rounds, I actually didn't you two lose your first round?
Mm, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You're
Yep.
wrecked.
Yeah, so it was double elimination, and we're playing against these kids that are like just the sweatiest kids ever, like trying their dicks off in this freaking like poorly put together tournament. And there's this one kid, what was his name? I don't even remember what his name, but the kid that was like literally like his nose was touching the screen. He was so close to the monitor. It was
Fucking
Like
insane.
Big
Hawaiian
Mertz.
Punch, dude. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Johnny
Shout out Hawaiian Punch,
Johnny
dude.
Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami, dude.
Yeah, so it was just a weird experience. And we ended up Keaton and I won like our first like 4 or 5 rounds of the tournament. Tanner and my brother lost the first round of theirs. And then they made a huge losers bracket run, and we ended up playing each other in the losers bracket finals. And which kind of sucked because then it was like, oh, like now our instead of it being 100% chance of us winning, now it's down to like a 50-50 because one of us is going to knock the other ones out. So Tanner and my brother proceed to beat Keaton and I.
Oh,
And they go on to the finals and they get into the finals and we're like, okay, like they beat us, like they're on a hot streak. They just made a crazy losers bracket run. This is gonna be sick. They're gonna win. Like this is nuts. And they get into the finals and my brother drops a donut. 0 kills. 0 kills. He got
Mind you, the map was Afghan, and the kids stood on. If you guys are familiar with Afghan, it's a desert map. There's an airplane in the middle, and there's a goddamn cliff. And if you sit on top of that cliff, you can control spawns. This kid sat up there and just fucking sniped, bro. Just fucking controlled everything. And I was like, you know
oh
what?
my
He got a
God.
care package. You know what his care package was? AC 130.
Shut up, dude. You
Swear to
serious,
God.
bro?
yeah, so they got abs
That's Modern Warfare 2, right?
yeah. So they
Yeah,
got
yeah.
absolutely mobbed in the finals. Just
Oh no.
it was brutal. And at that point, it was like, I don't what time was that? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? Yeah, it was brutal. So then we didn't end up winning freaking anything because I don't think second place got anything, did they?
No, the winning team got a year supply of Monster.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah. That was
Yeah,
first place. Was a year supply of Monster.
but
Damn, dude.
Ryan,
Monster's fucking disgusting, but that's
Ryan,
crazy.
I don't know if you remember this, but there was a free for
I
all.
was just
You
gonna
remember
bring
that?
that up. Yes.
Yeah, I fucking slapped
Yeah,
cheeks in the
yeah,
free for
yeah.
all.
You won the free for all. It was
Yep,
me, you,
yep,
and Johnny Tsunami in the
yeah,
the finals. It was us three.
yep.
Johnny Tsunami.
But man,
I feel like I've heard that fucking name before.
I mean, it's like a movie. Like there's a surfer kid, and that's his name. Like here,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, okay. Johnny Tsunami.
yeah, yeah. It's a movie. Let's see, a 1999 release date.
I
Disney.
got. Let me look this up real quick. I gotta see a picture of
Oh,
it.
dude, as soon as you see the picture of Johnny Tsunami, you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
You're
yeah,
like, oh
yep,
fuck yeah,
yep.
dude, I
I'm
remember
doing
that.
it right now. Soon.
But yeah, like we drove 6 hours, and the whole time, I mean, you got to. It's New Year's. It's close to end of
Oh yeah,
December.
yeah, yeah.
Cold as fuck
Fucking
outside.
kid.
So it's cold where we were. We were in Kentucky. We were driving to Chicago, roughly. Let's just say it was Chicago, and we're getting up there about 100 miles out, 150 out. It starts to like get snowy, like it's starting to snow, and
Hmm.
we get into because like I think we got to like Rockford, Illinois at like super early in the morning. I think it was like 9 or 10, and the fucking roads are like no salted on the no roads been salted. I'm out here fucking skating the fucking Explorer 2-door Ford Exploder, if you will.
The old
Just fucking,
exploder. Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking yay! Just
Oh
trying to
yeah.
make it to Ryan's house, dude.
Probably had no exhaust on it.
Oh, dude, she was just shitting and getting, brother.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, so that's basically how we met and our first LAN experience together. Yeah, but it was cool. It was a wild time. Like, I mean, we've been friends since, so nothing too crazy happened.
Man, that's one thing I wish I would have done when I played competitive COD was try to go to LANs, dude. I was just usually playing online, but that's one thing I wish I would have tried to do is do LANs back in Coast and fucking uh Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare was tough, dude. But
I fucking loved Advanced Warfare, dude.
that's what they're talking about bringing back. Sledgehammer's either going to bring back Advanced Warfare 2 or World War 3.
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
It's crazy.
Ah,
But the thing is, too, man, is that there was a Call of Duty game came out that a lot of people weren't really fans of. They weren't big fans of it. It was Call of Duty Ghosts, and
oh,
Ryan, and myself, his younger brother, and Keaton were pretty filthy. We were pretty nice.
I had some of my best times on COD on Call of Duty Ghosts, man. From a competitive side, dude. Like, I freaking love playing competitive
That
Ghost.
was Call of Duty
I lived and breathed it.
Ghosts was the last Call of Duty game I played competitively and was the last game that I attended a LAN for. Um, in Chicago. It ended up being crazy. So at this point, like Call of Duty Ghosts came out, I was in my mid-20s. I had already had my first son. So yeah, I was like 20, probably 25 at this point. So like, just like doing this for shits and giggles. And we get two teammates, me and my brother, get two teammates and go to this LAN. And we have our second match is on main stage to close out the night. And I've been drinking all day at the bar inside the place with
Wait, how old
I
were
was
you?
like 25, 26 maybe. Um, so I
Oh,
had been
okay.
drinking all day at the bar in the place, like in between our matches, with the two other teammates we had. I was drinking with their moms.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Oh
they were like
shit.
buying me beer and stuff while we're waiting for our last match. And so our last match is on main stage, and like I'm pretty tipsy at this point. Like I've been drinking like, for probably like 5 or 6 hours. And we get onto main stage and we play this match. It's a best of three. And I forget the name of the map. It was the one that had like the staircase and like the hot dog stand.
Uh, that's not Arcaden, is it?
I don't remember. But anyways, I proceeded to drop like 30 something kills and just absolutely dominated. Was getting like two pieces, three pieces left and right. Like the casters were like basically saying that I was carrying the team, and I'm just standing up on main stage yelling at people to get me another beer while we're in the middle of this match. It was
Oh
wild.
man.
And then that was the last LAN experience I had.
Were there like these teams, these lanes that you just explained, were like the teams, were they age based, or were they like younger
No,
kids or
yeah, it
older
was it
kids?
was a mix. It was a mix of everybody. So it was just like you find three other people that want to go to this LAN with you and you practice and you go play. And so like that match that we played on main stage and the night we won that, we 2-0'd the team that we played. And then we went on to Sunday, so we had to like get a hotel room and stay. Uh but yeah, it was funny because like looking back on that, I was like, I was definitely pretty
I could just
toasty.
imagine the fucking 15, the teenagers that are there, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy,
Yeah,
dude?
the
He's
name
drunk. It's just like they probably don't, maybe not seen that
yeah,
shit. Like
I was
that's
yelling, dude. I was
hilarious.
saying it was Strike Zone. That was the
Yeah,
name of the map. Strike Zone with the freaking little hot dog man.
Yeah, dude, that map was infamous.
Yeah.
Infamous.
Yeah, but it was funny. I was pretty drunk and I'm just like roasting these kids. Like I don't know how I was playing, to be completely honest. Like looking back at it, like I'm like, man, like I had quite a few beers and then proceeded to top frag. And I'm just standing up and yelling, "Get me another beer!" while I'm demolishing these kids that are all wearing like team jerseys and stuff. Like it was wild.
Getting beat up by this guy who could be my dad.
Yeah.
that's
Fuck,
fucking
dude.
hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
I could just picture that.
So wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, Aaron, when did we cross paths, man?
I know. I want to say it had to have been Ghost because you
See,
knew Skylar.
see, I remember Modern Warfare 3, I had a GB team with Skylar, and that was fucking 2 years, and I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was not there
hmm.
back in the Modern Warfare. The first couple, I was always playing with. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but they're the Was clan back in the day. We always strapped big pub. They were a big pub stomping
Was
clan
X?
up until about fucking I want to say Black Ops 2 maybe is when they kind of started to fade away. But up until that, I played with those guys, and then there for a while I played with like just buddies. IRL friends and shit.
Right.
And then Ghost, this fucking what's his name, Frankie, picked me up. I don't know how he found me. I don't remember how we met, but that's how I met Skylar. I think we played against, or he knew Skylar, and like he introduced me. And then me, Skylar, and Frankie was playing together. And then I want to say I honestly can't remember exactly when we met, dude. To be honest, but I know it had to have been Ghost because that's when I met Skylar. And it wasn't too far long after that is when we met.
Right.
So.
I know, and I can't remember if we always just played COD. Is that what we just mainly played? Was it just COD all the time?
Yeah. It was nothing but COD back in the day.
Yeah, that's all it was COD. I feel like that's how I met a lot of people. Just
It's
shooters.
funny, yeah, because I
Shooters.
used to team with the Frankie guy, and then after Solf, he introduced me to Solf. Me and Solf started playing doubles a lot, and we would just go on tears, man, all fucking night.
I do remember
And
that.
soon I just completely stopped playing with Frankie because I mean I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit about him, but he wasn't like the greatest, and we knew that we could do better, So
Who?
why
Frankie
stay
or
with someone?
Skylar?
Frankie.
Oh yeah.
That's why we kind of like stopped playing with him and kind of did our own thing, and then that's when I think you guys showed up. But I think I played more COD with Skylar than anything, than anyone.
Right. Yeah.
Which is weird. I just don't remember playing a lot of COD with you, Tanner. To be honest, dude, like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I do remember playing like with other teams. I do remember you and Skylar getting on and being like, "Yeah, we're just gonna go play dubs." You guys would just fucking crank dubs like for hours.
Oh yeah, Dubs was what we did, dude. That was our specialty.
Yeah, I know you guys would always play that.
Yeah, shit.
But that's just the crazy thing, man. Is that like, gaming has it's just wild the connections that you make throughout your life. Like it's just,
Yeah,
it brings
it really does bring people together,
It
dude.
does, man. It's so
it's
much more than
nuts.
just gaming. Like it's so much more than that. And it's like what we're trying to do now with this whole community thing. Like there's like fire me up. Like I'm ready for it.
Right.
I just want to see, like, even if nothing ends up working out, and I don't even know what working out would be. I'm honestly just trying to like find a little hobby or something to put time and energy into, like, on the
Right.
side. And like I enjoy doing it. So like even if it doesn't like fucking blow up million people, blah blah blah, and it's like, it's still like no regrets, man. I don't have any regrets.
Right, because I mean, we're still having fun and we're still doing everything we used to do. We're just opening the doors to more people, really.
Yeah. Just what's the words English hard.
Yeah.
I mean, and like, like we're older. Like, I don't know how old Aaron is, but yeah.
27.
Okay. So yeah, you're up there too. Like I'm
Yep.
in my early 30s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
feels bad, man. Yeah, but so like, like gaming is just a hobby for me. Like, like it's
Yeah, I
not.
don't. I agree. Like I try to like be that same gamer I was 10 years ago when my fucking reaction time was like inconceivable. Like I was just like zing zing zing.
Yeah.
I just don't got that anymore. I mean, there's moments that comes up. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm slapping. But I can definitely tell that like getting rusty.
Yeah, I can't tell yet. I'm still pretty fucking good, so
Yeah, it was.
it sucks to suck, I guess. No,
I
I'm
mean,
just kidding.
no. I mean, like it's not.
Yeah,
No, I'm
another
saying
good thing
like
about a podcast really is like I don't want to blame this on like it's COVID, no social distancing, but like when you're gaming all the time, you're not necessarily like conversating a lot. You're just gaming. Sometimes I game and don't talk to anyone. And then doing this, having this little hour or so conversation once a week or however long,
yeah.
however many times a week we're gonna do it, is good. Just trying to be more social.
Yeah, and you just
It's always
you
good.
just get to you just get to digress and you just kick it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
like just fucking cutting a shitty with the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I mean, that's why I was fired up to do it. I think it was definitely. I mean, I know there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people who are like podcast, but it's like at the same time, man, it's you know, I think it's something that this community would get behind. I think people want to hear, because I mean, like the way I look at it, man, as far as like gaming and stuff goes, it's like uh me and Ryan, we've like Ryan played COD 2 like professionally. You know what I'm saying? Like COD fucking 2, dude. You know what game Hex got
Damn.
good at? Hector run COD 2, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's
Yep.
like that's some OG shit, you know? So it's fucking it's like we've been around the block. We've seen competitive gaming go from what it was to what it is now. And if somebody was to come to me in 2006, 2007 and be like, "Hey, that little Call of Duty game you're playing, there's going to be tournaments in 10 years for millions of dollars."
It's billions of dollar industry now, dude.
Yeah,
It's crazy how
dude,
it exploded in what 10 fucking years. Like
fucking
not maybe like
insane.
it blew up super fucking fast, dude. Like especially when fucking Twitch and shit came out, and I don't know, just
Yeah,
And that's
at first it
it's
was a little like
ridiculous.
kind of like an underground scene, but now it's just massive, dude. It's international, dude. Like
yeah,
it's everywhere.
it's huge. Yeah, and like back in the day when I was playing Call of Duty 2, like yeah, you're talking about like playing in tournaments for a couple $100, right? Like
Yeah.
there's really no like contracts like there are today. It was like if an org like Complexity picked you up, like that was a huge deal. I mean, it
Yeah.
still is today, right? Like if Complexity were to hit you up today and be like, "Yo, want to join Complexity?" You'd be like, "Yeah, let me sign that paper quick."
Fuck no.
But like,
We propped the gaming offer.
yeah, but yeah,
Shit.
like things have changed so drastically. Like, I mean, I back in the day, I always thought it would go somewhere, but I didn't imagine that it would be where it's at today when I
Yeah.
was, like 15, 16, 17, playing in these tournaments. Like, there's no way that I ever would have imagined that this was going to be this huge by now.
Right.
Like, 15 years later, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, but like, playing for $1,000 15 years ago, like, and that's like total prize pool, right, for one tournament.
Hmm.
And now you're looking
Hmm.
at it, and it's
Right.
like, champs. You're talking about like what 1.4 million, whatever it is for first place alone. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
And back
crazy.
then, the only people that seen that were the people that were there, right?
Right.
Nowadays, you can literally watch any competitive COD match you want
Dude,
because people are usually streaming
I
it. Like,
remember the year that Counter Strike came on TNT. I freaked out. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, Counter Strike's on fucking TNT, dude.
What,
What the fuck?
what
really?
about
Yeah.
remember Halo on TV?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what? Fucking
I do not remember all
Sundance
that.
Giovanni.
Yeah, dude. Freaking Puckett. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy how far things have come.
I didn't even start
It's
playing first person shooters till I was fucking like 17, dude.
right. I
Like,
don't
so I'm I haven't been playing first person shooters as long as a lot of people have been.
I've been playing first person shooters almost as long as you've been alive.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, man, is that I was never into first person shooters. Like I enjoyed Halo on the original Xbox. I think that was one of the first early ones that I played. Uh, one of the first shooters that I played was a game called MDK on the PlayStation 1. That's what got me into like, yeah, shoot them, whatever the fuck. Um, and then I remember I was at it was 2006, 2000 late 2006, and a buddy. I just got an Xbox 360 like within that last 6 months. I was playing Death Jam Icon. You know what I'm saying? And a buddy of mine was like, "Hey man, have you played Call of Duty?" And I was like, "What the fuck is Call of Duty?" Like I had played COD 2 and COD 3, just like the story missions or whatever on original Xbox, and like been like, "Oh yeah, man, it's cool." But I never knew that there was a thing called like multiplayer or live. I played against my sister, like
Right.
GoldenEye. like GoldenEye and stuff. I got to play against my sister like
Yeah,
way back when. Like
clapping
fucking
kids in
GoldenEye, dude.
GoldenEye.
Forgot
I
about
think
that.
that's what I meant. I've played FPSs, but not until like I was 17. I didn't play like online. Like I would play, like you said, GoldenEye or like just single player first person shooters games. But I didn't play online until I was about 17, 18, which is crazy.
Right. And I mean, I was probably the same age, man. 16, 17. I was at school. My buddy was like, yo, you play COD? I was like, what's COD? Like, he's like, oh, multiplayer, dude. We all play it. He was like, I got an extra copy. I'll bring it to school tomorrow and you can play it. So I remember I took that shit home, played the story mission, and then I was like, Mom, I gotta get Xbox Live. I gotta get Xbox Live. Gotta get Xbox Live. Ended up getting Xbox Live. That was a wrap. That was it. That was it. I was committed to
And that
shooters.
was that on like the original Xbox or like
Xbox
a 360?
360. Yeah,
Oh,
Xbox
360.
360. Yeah. Because me and my pops would play Halo 2 and Halo 3. Well, we played Halo 1 and Halo 2 story mode. Like we would sit there and play that
Yeah,
shit
the campaign.
together. Yeah, we would play the campaign like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what dude, Halo 1 Combat Evolved, man. So we had one Xbox and I think we had three controllers and like my youngest brother was too young to be playing Halo at this time, but it was me, Travis, and our cousin. We would go into like what would they call it? Like the custom game mode where you could just go like load into the multiplayer map, but then you're just like playing against each other like free for all. And we'd go to Sidewinder and
Sidewinder,
dude,
dude.
we'd spawn in like the warthogs and like unlimited plasma grenades. And what we'd do is we'd go into the middle of the map and throw the plasma grenades straight up in the air and just throw like 10 of them. And you know how like when they bounce and like one of them explodes, they send the other ones flying.
Right,
The other
yeah.
person would drive the warthog through that, and it was crazy back then. You just like the warthog would go flying, like like the crazy ragdoll physics and stuff like that, where like it would just like start spinning like 1,000 miles an hour and like smash into a wall.
And you were just like, sick, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how we spent a
Yeah.
lot of our time as kids. It was just throwing plasma grenades in the air and running it over with a warthog.
And I think what got me into like being competitive is that I was with my buddy Pee Wee, and we went to a buddy's house to play Halo 2, and they were all talking about like, y'all ready to play Halo 2 later? Y'all ready to play Halo 2 later? And I was like, what the fuck is what's happening? Like I play COD, you know what I'm saying? Uh because Halo 3 was out, but they all like to play Halo 2. And I remember maybe it was Halo 3 that we played, not Halo 2. It was the Halo, because I know we played Shoddy Snipes, and I got my fucking ass kicked. Got my fucking ass handed to me. And I was getting pissed. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I can't do shit. I suck at this game. And I think that was the driving force that was like, I'll never suck again.
Hell yeah, dude. Did you guys ever do like a bunch of like Halo lands like back in the day with all of your friends? Like everybody
Oh
would go
yeah.
over to one person's house. You'd have like 12 kids
That
there with their Xboxes and
That
tube
was
TVs like
yep.
blowing circuit breakers and shit.
that was my
That
house.
was my first experience with on or not like it was kind of online, but it's not because he's LAN, right? But I went over to my buddy's house, and he had like two of his buddies over there with their big ass box TVs and their fucking Xboxes playing fucking Halo, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This looks fucking weird. And I asked them, and they explained it. They were playing fucking online Halo. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they let me play a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this shit. This is fucking awesome. And ever since then,
You got the bug, bro. You got the
playing
itch.
been playing FPS, baby.
Scratching your neck.
But yeah, I
Th-
mean, I used to have
Yup.
fucking. I had tournaments at my house. I had people come from Illinois, Missouri, Tennessee. I remember I had two 4v4 stations in my upstairs bedroom. 16 to 20 kids, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids that all thought that their shit didn't stink. You know what I'm saying? Up there yelling, "Fuck you, dude! You suck! Fuck you!" And I mean, some of the people that were there, like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Halo 3, but some of the guys that were there, like probably like a good maybe a quarter of them were like 50s in MLG. Like they played pros. Like so some of the matches that we would have at the house were like fucking serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you were out here proving yourself and like spiking that ego, So like, I mean, it got intense. I was never good enough at Halo 3. I was the coach. I knew what time shit came up. I knew where to play, where to be strategically, blah blah.
Yeah,
But I couldn't shoot worth a dick.
Rockets are up in 10.
Yep. I remember that, man. All those timings. I had a timer on my phone, blah blah blah. But yeah, man, it was the good old days. The good old days.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how old were you? How old were you when you got your Xbox 360 tender?
Let's see. I had to be. Let's see. I couldn't drive yet, so I was 15, 14, 15, somewhere around there, 16, something like that.
Gotcha.
I got it for Christmas. I remember I got it for Christmas. I got Def Jam Icon and fucking Need for Speed. I was so excited to play fucking Need for Speed Most Wanted, dude.
Oh, dude, that game was great back in the day. Holy.
Jam.
I think I was like 17 when I got my first, and it came with Kung Fu Panda and Indiana Jones Legos, dude. And you best believe I sat there and beat both those games back to back in one fucking city.
Yeah, so
when I first got it, dude.
Fuck yeah.
My mom was pissed. I couldn't give up the TV. I'm like, Mom, you fucking did this. You bought me this Xbox. Yeah. This is what you get.
Look what you've done.
And then she buys me a TV so I can have my own little space in my room, and it all went fucking from there. I've been playing since hardcore.
The good old days, man. I've always thought about this. Is that like I have no regrets with any of the gaming that I've done in the past. Like how many hours, countless fucking hours that I've spent playing video games, man.
Because like you said, dude, it's memories, dude. You're making memories, dude. You're not just playing a fucking game.
Yeah, like, I mean, I tell you this. I've laughed pretty hard in real life, like at some of my buddies' shit, and like, to the point where I'm like, can't breathe type shit. But I have laughed till I can't fucking see. My eyes are watering and I can't talk. Just alone, dude. Nobody's around me, just gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, man.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the best memories I will ever have will have come from gaming and the people I've met through gaming. There's so much funny shit has happened through games and with friends through games that it's great.
When I first got my 360, I didn't have internet, right? We never had internet at my mom's ever until after I graduated high school. But I would have my offline games I would play at home, and usually every weekend I would go over to my buddy's house, the same buddies where they were playing the Halo 3 LAN. I would take my setup over there and play online Call of Duty just about every weekend. And it was some of the greatest times ever, dude, back when I was in school. Because my mom got me the Xbox originally to stay out of trouble, right? Because I was kind of a troubled kid back in I don't know, junior high, beginning of high school was really bad. She got me the Xbox. And then I kind of just stopped going out fucking inside, so I couldn't get in trouble anymore, right? So it kind of worked out, right?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I miss going over there on the weekends, having fucking cookouts, fucking playing Call of Duty all night with the boys, man. All sitting fucking within 3 feet of each other. It's fucking hot as fuck in there, during the summer. And back then I was 17. We were I don't know if this is PG, but we were smoking pot. We're getting high, fucking sneaking out, fucking coming back.
Just doing kid shit, man.
Just doing teen shit, dude.
Yeah. This is PG. Fucking swearing all night.
Yeah. I mean, cuss words ain't bad.
Not for kids.
I mean, marijuana's legal in the state of Illinois, okay?
I'm not telling you where I'm from. You can't get me.
Well, guys, what do you think about it? I mean, I don't even know what time we're at right now. I think we're about an hour.
I don't know.
About an hour?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long it's been.
I feel like I have so much shit to say, but I'm so bad with words.
Hey, that's good. That's good. We'll save it for the next one, man. Save it for the next one. Maybe we can get a guest on next week. We've got a couple of people.
I want to keep fucking talking about the fucking glory days, man. Like I want to keep maybe touch on that some more on the next episode because man, that just puts you in a good mood talking about that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you
where we
guys,
come from, man. Like it's where we started. So
yeah, that's the roots, baby. That's the roots.
Gotta go back to the roots.
Yeah.
Let them know this is where we come from.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna cut it there. I just want to thank everybody for stopping by and giving us a listen. This was something we've been talking about for a little while, doing this podcast and covering some things and letting you guys get a telescope into our lives. Any closing thoughts, guys? Anything you guys want to mention? Say?
No. Just want to thank everyone for stopping by. Mainly, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it.
Please, it's free, baby. It's free to subscribe.
Helps us out. It'll help us out.
It helps out tremendously. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to grow this community, and we would love for you to be a part of it. If you guys have any stories of what gaming's done for you, where it's got you, what friends you've made, so on and so forth, please comment below, man. We'd love to hear your stories. We're always watching. So,
Cove, do you have anything to add?
No, I think that you guys covered the bases there.
Alrighty.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.